We are now recording. Okay. As I said, good to see you all on here. It's been a busy week. Hopefully, you hope you've all had a good Easter, a good weekend, and a little bit of downtime with the families and friends, and not eating too many Easter eggs and too much excess over the weekend. But it was good to be out there getting the catalogues in today, picking up orders. I think we put an order through today of just short of £500, which was absolutely fantastic. Dodging the April showers today. There's some heavy showers at our end. I don't know what it's been like around the rest of the country, but here it was warm and sunny at one moment, and then the next minute it was chucking it down. My coat was coming on and off, on and off, on and off, left, right, and centre. So, Michael, 80s body weight in chocolate at £480 for a day. Fantastic. Well done, you. Jackie Showers and hailstones. Yeah, we didn't have any hailstones here, so you've gone one better on us there. That's painful on the old head, that is. I don't like hailstones, they hurt. Now, you can keep your hailstones. And so you'll be working hard in the gym then and see all that chocolate then, buddy. You're going to be down the gym getting rid of it now, eh? Yeah, right. Okay, 6 a.m. tomorrow. Good man. Good man, good man. Right, well, let's crack on with the webinar. If anybody else is going to join us, they will. And so let's start off. The basics, keep it simple. What is our business about? And as we usually do every webinar, we just run through the basics. So anybody new in the business who's on here tonight, it's a good question, actually. Is anybody on here tonight for the first time? Let us know. If it's your first webinar and you're on tonight, let us know so we can give you a big cheer for being on. So I know there's a few new starters and a few new starters who are doing really well. Get some great orders going through. So if it's your first webinar, to be a big yes, big hello in the chat box for us. That'd be fantastic. But the real retail is really, really simple. And it's just about doing the numbers and being consistent with the retail. If you're part-time, we always teach and recommend you look to aim for £1,000 worth of orders in a period. That's £250 a week. Or if you're full-time, take responsibility for £2,000 worth of orders. That's £500 a week. Okay. So if you're working with catalogues and you're presenting 100 catalogues out a week as a minimum, if you letterbox it, blanking, dropping 400 catalogues out again as a minimum to be able to get hitting those numbers. If you're working on the online selling, and it's easier said than done. It's easy, Sean. It's not like going down the mine, going to coal mine and working. That's hard work. Putting catalogues out is easy work compared to going down the mine or being a brain surgeon. I couldn't be a brain surgeon. That's hard. And but putting catalogues out is a no-brainer. And it's just, it can be a bit laborious sometimes. I'll give you that, but it's definitely simple. Put them out, go back for them, you get orders. Could be easier, could be simpler. And on the online side, daily habits, again, if you've got your daily habits in place for your online selling, 5 products a day in your own group, weekly doing a weekly live demo in your Facebook as well, getting on Marketplace and regularly posting in the buy and sell groups, and lots of interaction to avoid those restrictions. Again, you'll build up and you'll get the orders coming through. So that's the retail. Sponsoring is just as simple to generate the leads, to get them to find people who want to join the business. And you've got to be aiming to generate 50 leads a week, whichever way you want to get those leads. We recommend warm market to start with when you're new to the business, and going back to them every 6 months, every 12 months or so, going back to your warm market again, and get a hold of the 5 levels of formality, CD or book. That will help you, really, really will help you to approach your warm market, and different strategies for doing that, so that you can connect with them, so you don't come across as salesy, don't come across as pushy, come across as you want to help them, which we do, which is this business is about. This business is about helping people. And yeah, laying bricks, that's hard work, Michael. I've just seen that. Yeah, that's like that's hard. Well, you can keep that laying bricks malarkey as well. I don't fancy that. And CPR, yeah, that's hard as well. Yeah, I don't want any of that. So I'm happy putting catalogues out. Other ways to generate leads: flyers, cards, shop ads, the stuff that we've done for years and years, and we're getting some focus on that now, back on that, because we did take our foot off the pedal a little bit with that. And I'm going to be running some activity sessions with people who want to get out with me if they're local in that area. And I highly recommend that the other leaders in the business do that in their own areas as well. Get out with their teams, get out with their local teams, and doing flyers, cards, shop ads. Remember, posting in the Facebook groups, the free job sites, being the team advertising pool. That's all ways of generating leads, and looking to sponsor one a week as a minimum. And that's so achievable if you're taking the actions, if you're following up, because following up is key. Yeah, generate the lead, get the information out to people, but follow up with them as well, and follow the process. And again, we teach that, we coach that, and we'll help you with that as you need it, as you want it. All you've got to do is shout up if you're not sure what to do. Speak to your sponsor, speak to your successful, credible upline, speak to us. We'll help you with that. Let's go the right way. And then the other part of the business is learn and coach. Learn what to do and coach it on, pass it on. Yeah, teach your team what to do. And how do you do that? Well, attending the events, getting on the webinars like you are tonight. So well done to everybody who's on here tonight. So many who should be on, who aren't. Well, they're not going to get the info. They're not getting the interaction. You guys are the ones that this business is going to be moving forward if you take the action with what you learn and the motivation you get from these events. Personal development is key. Those who personally develop within the business, and we know who's reading the books, who's finding out the information, who's growing within the business. We can tell by the conversations we have with people, and they're the people whose businesses move forward. Communication is key. Communicate with your team, upline, downline, being in touch with everybody, following the system as well, following a proven system that we know works. Yeah, if you deviate off that system and try to reinvent the wheel, fantastic. Yeah, it might work, it might not, but follow the system that works first and foremost. If you want to try something else, do that, but we can't guarantee the success you're going to get. And it could end up being a damp squib. You could end up putting all this time into it, and it doesn't make a blind bit of difference. Whereas if you put the time into the system that does work, you're going to move forward. So, as we always say, follow the system that works first and foremost. Try any add things to add on. Fantastic, because you might find something that really does work, that's new, that we've not thought of, that could help everybody. So, but follow the system and just practice. Yeah, practice what you do. Practice, reevaluate. Yeah, replan and go again. Yeah, and that's what you need to do in the business. So, retail, sponsor, and teach. That's the three key things within the business to get good at. So, who's getting good at it? Who's getting success out there? Let's have a look. Let's have a look, shall we? Hi, Sunita. Welcome on tonight. Good to see you with us. Just having a quick look through the chats and see what's on there. Okay, so who's having some success? Well, here's our top 20 retailers to date for period 4, which is absolutely fantastic to see. Sue Dickerson, well done, Sue. Look at you, £3,500 worth of orders so far. And Chris Ritchie, look at you go, my man, £2,220 worth of orders. And Chris is fairly new to the business. I know that's his best retail so far. I'm sure there'll be more to come. So yeah, round of applause to Chris. Very, very well done, sir. It's fantastic to see. Our sales, £841. Then Jay with 794. Judith, Jude. I don't know. I found that sounded strange because I've always called Jude. Not used to call her Judith Newton. I don't know why I put Judith in there because that's how I read it from the report. Jude Newton was £756. Monica Marchin 697. Trudy Butterworth 594. Well done. Janice Malone 427. Michael and Kirsty 419. I know Michael's just doubled that from what he's just said he's put through today. Karen Miaskowski 401. Well done, Karen. Mariella 381. Patty with 340. Sean on there with 270. Well done, Sean. I know you're on here tonight. Lee Roberts, who's new to the business as well, 259. Well done, Lee. Kalpana is 252. Angie Brown 167. Danielle 162. Sarah Jane Richards 157. And I know Jane's just started with us as well. She's new to the business, which is fantastic to see. Michelle Comfort 143. And Helen Lonyon 135. So well done to everybody who's on there. And anybody who's not on there yet and you're on the webinar tonight, there's still time to get on the top 20 before the period finishes. but maybe had that as your goal for next period 5. If you're not on there at the moment, I want to be on that top 20 retailers list for period 5. And you can just follow the system, do the numbers, and the orders are out there, as you can see. Period 4, new to the team. Welcome to the team, Lee, Edwina, Sarah Jane, Dawn, Neela, Jenny, and Tanisha. Welcome to the team. Fantastic to have you with us. And I know that say a couple of you on that list are already on the top 20 retailers list, which is brilliant to see. And well done to you guys who've brought these new business partners into the business. Well done to Chris and Jude Newton. Mariella has introduced 3 new business partners to her team. Monica and Marcin and ourselves have all brought one in as well. So well done, guys. Absolutely fantastic. And look at this. Jay posted this up. And her week 3 orders for period 4, £354 for the catalogues, which is great to see. So those catalogues are working out there. And I know in the last week's webinar, there was lots of evidence of the catalogues bringing orders in. We had a great pickup today. So guys, the catalogues are working out there. And I know also the online side is working. And how do I know that? Well, this next slide will show you how that's working. Danielle, it's a great post that Danielle put up about doing a live on our Facebook, which was absolutely well done, Danielle. It's absolutely superb to see. Thank you for sharing this. And look, within 30 minutes, she got £41 in orders and some requests for catalogues. So and all she was doing was a live. So I highly recommend it. So you make sure you're friends with Danielle on Facebook. And was this in your group, Danielle, or was this on your own profile? You just put it in the chat box and let me know. Was this in your group or on your profile? Because if you've not seen the live, I'd recommend going on and having a watch, just so you can see what Danielle did, and so that you can see public profile. So fantastic. So yeah, go and have a look. Make sure you send Danielle a friend's request if you're not friends with her, and go and have a look. I expect it's public anyway. You can see it without being friends with Danielle, and just go and watch and see what she did. And you can all do that. You can all generate extra orders just by spending a little bit of time doing a live on Facebook, feeling the fear and doing it anyway, because I know it'll take a lot of you out of your comfort zone and it is scary, but just know that it's going to earn you money. If you step out, anything that within this business or anything we do, if you feel uncomfortable in doing when you're doing something new, you are growing. Yeah, you're growing, you're stretching your comfort zone. And eventually that will become comfortable and you'll do it without even thinking about it. It's like driving a car. You know, when you first get in a car, you haven't got a clue what to do. There's all this pedals, steering wheel, indicators, looking left, looking right, mirrors, and all sorts of stuff to do. And it's really uncomfortable. But after a while, it becomes comfortable and you become unconsciously competent with it in the end. You don't have to think about what you're doing. And it's the same with the things we do in this business. So yeah, anyone can do that. Well done again, Danielle. And welcome rewards. Remember the welcome rewards, especially if you're new to the business or you've got people you're introducing, new business partners coming into your team. Make sure they're aware of the welcome rewards and what they need to do to get free catalogs. And this period 4, Sean, Lee, Sarah Jane, and Karen have all got 50 free catalogs by doing their first part of the welcome rewards, doing £150 in their first 30 days. So well done to all 4 of you. That's in this period. So they're out there doing the do, getting the free catalogs. And well done to Chris Ritchie and Patty. I think we've probably already recognised Patty for this before, but I wanted to put it up there so that you guys can see that these 2 distributors have done the third welcome reward. They've done over £1,200 worth of orders in their first 60 days, okay, which is absolutely fantastic. So they would have got another, for doing this, they get another 100 catalogs available to them for doing this. So Clean Easy will give you free catalogs just by following the system, generating orders, and putting them through. So that's over £1,200 worth of orders in 60 days to achieve that. So brilliant. The orders are out there. You've just got to be bold, do the numbers, and you'll get the orders. So how do you get the orders? Well, you need to, if you're working with catalogs, you need to make sure you've got the latest ones. And there's the order code for the latest catalogs. the brand new ones, which are really, really, really good. They've got some great new products in there. They're making a big impact within the network. Here's the order code for them if you need it, 700 797, and they're £14.50, which is really, really great, a great value. What you can look to earn on that. Chris well on for 15% this period, Michael. Yes, he certainly is, which is absolutely brilliant. Storming away. So well done, Chris. So that's the code for new catalogs, and you can get more catalogs for free. So I just want to remind you about this, the incentive that Helen Allgood is running this period, and every 500, well, for £500 worth of orders you put through, you'll get a free box of catalogs. If you put through £1,000 worth in orders this period, you'll get 2 free boxes of catalogs. Okay, so free catalogs are there to be had. So if you're just starting the business, you can get free catalogs for the welcome rewards. If you've been in the business a while, you can get free catalogs this period through this incentive. And who's got some free catalogs? Do I know when we'll get these? I don't know when you'll get these just yet, Michael. Obviously, we've got to end the period first, so we'll have a better idea once the period's ended, and Helen will be organising to get them out to you. So I would have thought they'll probably come directly. She'll arrange it for them directly to come from Clean Easy out to you. So I would have thought it would have been the week after the period end that they'll come out to you. But that's just guessing. I don't know 100%, Michael. But that's just how I would have thought it would work. So who's already got some catalogs? Well, Sue Dickinson's got 2 boxes coming her way. Chris Ritchie, well done. You've got 2 boxes coming your way. Monica Marchin have got a box coming. And whether they'll get up to 2, we shall see. It can be done. We've got a box coming, and I know with our order just gone through, we'll be getting 2 boxes, which is fantastic. Jay's got a box, and I'm sure Jay will be getting up to get 2 boxes. The level up there to get 2 boxes. Jude's got 1 box so far. I'm sure by the time period ends, Jude will be having 2 boxes coming her way. And Trudy's got a box coming her way. So who else is going to get on this list? Okay, who else is going to get a box of catalogs? Let's just flick back, actually. Let's just go back to the top 20 retailers. So who's so close so far to getting a box of free catalogs? Well, Janice Malone, you can get a box. You can get a box. You only need another £73 on there. Michael and Kirsty will be getting a box. I know from what you said earlier. Karen, you definitely can achieve a box. Mariella, you should be achieving a box as well. I'm sure Patty will. Sean, still potential there to get a box. 500 to go through by the end of close of business on Thursday. So a good number of you can still get some boxes of catalogs looking at that, which is fantastic to see. So, and you can get more free catalogs from our Spin the Wheel, that what we're doing, me and Trace are doing for you guys. For every £500 worth of orders you put through, you get a name on the wheel, on Spin the Wheel, which we'll be doing on the webinar next week. So again, some of you are going to have a lot of names on that Spin the Wheel. Chris is going to have a number of names on his name on there a few times. Sue is, and everybody who's done over £500 of orders, each time they do for 500 will get a name on there. So again, more catalogs. So you'll have no excuse not for being able to get those catalogs out there and get those orders in, because you'll have so many catalogs to work with. But the level of retail should be really pushing on for you guys. You should really be increasing what you're earning through that. So that's enough from me. What I want to play for you now to really, really help you to get a feel for this business and what this business can do for you. This was Maria. Maria spoke at the last showcase in January. And I know none of you on here tonight will have seen this and been there, but watch this again, because this was really, really powerful for me. It was really, really moving story. Their story is so moving, so powerful. They're not millionaires within the Clean Easy business. They're not earning huge amount of money. But listen to Maria's story and what this business has done for her. It's not always about the money you can earn. It's the lifestyle that it can allow you to have. And where it's taken them from and to is just so touching and absolutely fantastic. We may have played this recently a couple of periods ago, I'm not sure. But I wanted to play it again because I know there's a number of people new to the business who won't have seen this. And I just want you to see what this business can give you. No matter what you're going through right now regarding your job world, the challenges you have, just know that Clean Easy can change your life if you work it. If you work it and follow the system and do what you need to do, Clean Easy can change your life like it has us and so many other people. So guys, sit tight for 15 minutes, have a notepad and pen, maybe make some notes of things that resonate with you, that you like, that maybe you could do, because Maria also put some tips in there to help you with your business as well. So yeah, watch this, sit tight, and I'll be back with you in about 15 minutes.
So, over the next 10 minutes, I'm going to share my story with you and leave you with a tip which will hopefully help you with your focus every period in 2018. Before my husband Derek and I joined Clean Easy, we were working as social workers in Sheffield, living in this terrace house in the city. Derek was a manager of a large mental health day centre, and I worked with children and families. This was very stressful work, as you probably can imagine, working with some of the most desperate people in the city in an organisation that was steadily getting poorer year on year. I worked ridiculously long hours, getting on for double the amount I was paid for, often. And in my child protection role, I regularly had to make decisions that could literally be a matter of life or death. And even though this was 15 years ago, I can still remember that knot of anxiety in the pit of my stomach that I would get, early mornings worrying, is that child safe? Is that child still alive? So it was physically and emotionally draining work, but we'd both been doing it for years, and neither of us had ever thought about doing anything else. It was what we did. It was all we knew. And there were definitely some rewards along the way too, when you could see the difference that you'd made to a child or family or individual. So I've no doubt we would have carried on doing exactly the same for the rest of our working lives had it not been for a dramatic turn of events that led us to finding Clean Easy. And that was that Derek found that he couldn't tolerate some of the things that City Council was doing to save money. They were doing it secretly, because he could see how that would lead directly to some of his clients dying. So he became a whistleblower to expose what was going on. And from that time on, the council put all its weight behind a vicious campaign to discredit him and shut him up. This was so intense and long drawn out that Derek ended up going off sick with the stress of it all. And we got deeply embroiled in a very, very long legal battle to try and clear his name. After the first year off sick, now very depressed and earning no money whatsoever, Derek stumbled across an advert in a local paper for delivering and collecting catalogues. He thought it was something he could do that was simple, stress-free, he could fit it in around all his visits to the solicitors and all the statements he had to write and so on, and he thought it would go some way to restoring his self-respect. At that point, all he wanted was enough money to pay for a bottle of wine and a takeaway at the end of the week, or maybe 2 bottles of wine. As for me, I was still stuck in the job paradigm. I just saw it as a stopgap until the legal battle was over, and then he could find a proper job again. So we got started putting out 200 catalogues twice a week, and in our first period earned £470, which surprised us both, and was about £300 profit from the kit that we'd paid for. But then, a few short months later, Derek had a massive heart attack, which nearly killed him. That was it for me. I couldn't stand working any longer for the same organisation that was destroying Derek. I wanted out. And by that time, I'd started to realise that this business could be our escape route. I could see that at its heart, it was all about people and relationship building, and a much more straightforward way of helping and empowering people than social work was. So we decided to get involved in the team building side and grow our business so we could replace my job income. And within 3 months of making that decision, we went gold with a cheque of over £1,500. Thank you. I can't tell you how liberating it felt to leave that job. It's amazing what you can achieve when you want something badly enough, and you know exactly what it is you want. But things didn't magically get better overnight. Derek's legal battle with the council carried on relentlessly for another 5 years. Eventually, thankfully, we won an out-of-court settlement, though pretty much all of it went straight out to pay for solicitors' bills and barristers' bills and so on. And the years of stress had taken their toll on Derek's physical and then his mental health. At one point, he cracked up completely, was sectioned, taken away to hospital for several months. So there were still some very tough times. Life was obviously giving us some very good lessons to learn. But the thing that helped us survive, and this is the thing, was the fact that we had this business and that we'd been able to escape the job world, because that meant we were able to completely transform how we lived our lives. We'd been free to leave the battlefield of the city and move to the Lincolnshire countryside. We live in this 400-year-old stone cottage next to my wonderful mum and dad. Our daily lives now are simple, stress-free, giving us all the tranquility that Derek still needs. We have no debts, nothing on finance, low outgoings, not working for anyone else but ourselves. And even though Derek is 3/4 retired now, he still enjoys the discipline of retailing consistently with catalogues, come rain or shine. There are many clean, easy businesses bigger than ours, and lots of people earning much more money. But I think success comes in many different shapes and sizes. It's entirely personal, isn't it? And I can honestly say I couldn't be more grateful for the life this business has enabled us to lead. Thank you. Clean Easy has taken us around the world on some amazing 5-star holidays, all luxury. And I think the lifelong friendships, which other people have referred to, that you make on these holidays are one of the things that are right up there in the top benefits of going. We also were given a fabulous Mini Cooper, which still goes like a rocket 10 years later, and many adventures we've had in it. But you know, the greatest gift Clean Easy has given us is the simple daily pleasures of living where and how we do. Nearly losing Derek has really made us appreciate what's important to us, which is making time for each other and the people we love. We enjoy complete time freedom. I always think that's quite hard to express what that means, but whether that's going out for long walks with our beautiful dog Casper, who brings us so much joy, or playing out in the canoe, or rescuing baby hedgehogs over winter, that's Lionel that we have at the moment, or never missing a sunset, and most importantly, spending time with our family, who mean the world to us. Now, none of these things cost much, if any, money, but the thing is, we can do them anytime we want. We have complete control over our time, and that just is freedom that you can't put into words. It feels fantastic. I'm so grateful for this and much more. For the wonderful people that have come into our lives as a result of this business. Some of you are sitting here today. Our lovely team members who show such kindness and support to each other. I feel so privileged to be involved in their journey as they work towards their goals and dreams. I'm grateful for the times we spent laughing together and drinking and learning too. And I'm grateful too for the incredible teachers we've learned from. I'm so glad that Rob Foster is speaking here later today. He's the single most inspirational teacher we've had since we joined the business. And of course, we're grateful to the company as well, led so determinedly by Michael. And perhaps the most life-changing thing of all in my story is the personal development journey I've been on. Learning to be my own boss, so that's all about being responsible for and directing my own life, that really has changed me from the inside out. I've developed a completely different mindset. My self-belief, though still a work in progress, I have to admit, is so much stronger than it was before I joined the business. I now understand something that we're just not taught at school, which is how our reality is completely shaped by what we think, by what we're telling ourselves up here. Who knew that? I certainly didn't. I love this quote. If you correct your mind, the rest of your life will fall into place. Whatever our circumstances, whatever our personal challenges, our world can be one of limitless possibilities if we can only open our minds and realise it. So who would have thought that this catalogue thing that we joined for a pizza and a bottle of Shiraz would have given us all of this? I hope I've shown you how, when it really, really counted, we used this opportunity to take control of our own lives and live more happily. Derek says it allowed him to rescue his life. So how grateful do you think we feel to be in this business? And now for my tip. It's something we've been using for years in our team, but it's not specific to any system. Anyone can use it at any time. What it is 5 fundamentals for success. We made up a daft acronym for it. We felt it was punchy, a little bit crunchy, and it looks like something that's escaped from a Batman comic. It's GAPAR. So what is it? Well, the first one is goals. As we heard so brilliantly from Fiona this morning, setting goals is crucial. We have one life, so don't we really need to decide how we want to spend it? Goals need to be personal to you. Don't compare, no one else's, yours. And write them down on paper, not just this or that. Physically write them down on paper, give them power. And once you know what it is you want, you need to make a plan to work out how to get there, the detail of what needs to get done and when. And don't overlook the power of the simple weekly planner, again like Fiona showed earlier, and the to-do list in this. So you've decided on your goals, worked out a plan, but nothing's going to happen unless you take action, daily action on your plan. Work the recommended numbers consistently. Consistency is so key in this business. It's all part of putting in the action with a good attitude. Without a good attitude, you're almost bound to get bogged down. You're just making it so much harder for yourself. We all need to develop a strong, positive attitude. When trouble hits, aim for a quick recovery time. Keep on keeping on. A strong attitude is crucial to your success. In fact, Derek's fond of saying, if you could only pick one business tool for your toolkit, pick a good attitude, because if you've got that, you'll find all the rest of the things you need. And all of this brings you to your results. Track them daily, weekly, throughout the period, celebrate them, learn from them, and take that learning through to the next period. So we focus on GAPAR in our team as a structure to help people check themselves out each period on each fundamental. It's a way of getting the best out of yourself into your business every single period. It'll help take you from where you are now to where you want to be, because successful periods are the stepping stones, aren't they, to our bigger goals and dreams. You'll also find that GAPAR is a brilliant framework to help you in your coaching. So that's my best tip. Get some GAPAR every period in your business, and also get some GAPAR into your life for yourself. And finally, I'm going to leave you with this wonderful quote from Napoleon Hill. In every adversity lies the seed of an equal or greater benefit. And I've put this up here because I think it really relates to how we, the network, have responded to the testing times we've been going through. The way we've been supporting each other more than ever before, both within teams and between teams, sharing information across team boundaries, and I hope we'll do more of that, as Michael said, celebrating each other's successes, thinking what can be done and sharing solutions, the camaraderie and the loyalty. These are massive benefits that come out of adversity. Stronger together indeed. And what I think I've learnt in the last decade or so is that adversity can really bring out either the worst in you or the best. And you know what's great about that? It's we ourselves who get to choose which it's to be. When we hit a challenge, we can either allow it to stop us or use it as an opportunity to learn and stretch ourselves to overcome it. And it's in the stretching that our growth comes. It's how we become stronger. It's part of the success story that we're in the process of creating for ourselves. So let's make 2018 the year when we all rise to the challenges, because there will be some, grow our businesses as we grow ourselves, and of course, make sure we have plenty of fun along the way too. Thank you for listening.
Hey guys, how fantastic is that? I love Maria's story and what they've done with the business. As I said at the beginning, it's not always about money. It's the journey you go on and what it makes of you from that journey, and where it can take you. So I hope you got a lot from that. If you want to watch it again, see it again, go on to Clean Easy's YouTube page, get Clean Easy HQ, and there's loads of videos on there from previous showcases, stuff that you can learn and get and see and put on when you're turning your catalogs, when you're doing something that that you can have something on in the background. You want to listen to something to feed your mind, to have that personal development, to learn, to get that inspiration, that motivation. Go and have a look on the Clean Easy YouTube page. You know, motivation has to come from within. We have to motivate ourselves to go and do what we want to do. Yeah, you can't wait around for somebody to come and motivate you, because what if they don't turn up? Yeah, you've got to take responsibility for that for yourself. So fantastic, Maria. Thank you very much. I know she can't hear us, but thank you. And I know I should be watching that time and time again, because it is an absolutely fantastic story. So a short webinar tonight, guys. So we're on to dates for your diary now. So I hope you've got your diaries open. I hope you you know what's coming up. Remember, every Monday, Tracy will always do the post in the team group to let you know what is going on within the business for the week, all the events. But events coming up this week and every week. Open Zoom call Thursday night 8 p.m. Tracy, we running that at 8 p.m. Open Zoom call. So anybody who wants to come on, who has got questions or just wants to sit in and listen to other people's questions and the answers, to learn stuff, learn some new things that they can do, or get involved, to be able to share and talk to each other, because it's an open chat. You can talk to each other. So yeah, get on there Thursday 8 p.m. and share it with your team. Anybody you've got in your team who's not on here tonight, share it with them. Get them on. Let them know you're going to be on. Encourage them to come on with you, because it's a great way for people to be able to learn and help each other and support each other and get to know each other on there. So yeah, open call on Thursday. This Saturday, we're really excited about this. We've got our Team Sizzle workshop here at our home, Saturday, 7th of April, starting at 10:30. Is that right, Trace? We start at 10:30, yeah? Right, okay, yeah. 10:30, be here for 10:30 for our 11 o'clock start. So please be on time, because we will be starting on time, because it's unfair to those who are here on time to have to start late. So please be on time and get it in your diary. And yeah, who's coming? Tracy's put on the chat there who's coming, who's going to be joining us. If you haven't already put it in the event in the team group, Facebook group, that you're coming, let us know. What are we doing food-wise, Tracy? I can't remember. What's the food? Indian food. Fantastic. So I know Tracy will be organising that with you as to who's bringing what. So if you're committing to coming and you're committing to doing for food, then please do come and do bring your food. And I'm going to miss out the food, because I can't stay for the whole workshop, which is unfortunate. I'm going to miss all the fun bit again. I'm going to be here for the nitty gritty and doing some training and that. But then I've got to go before the food comes out. So make sure you leave me some. There'll be trouble. There'll be trouble if you eat it all. So yeah, Saturday the 7th. If you're within a couple of hours, even further, a couple of hours, it's worth the drive to get and join us and be here. It's always a good, and we'd love to meet you if we've not met you yet, if you've not been before. So this Saturday, if you're down Bristol Way or within that vicinity, Sunday the 15th, a week on Sunday, is the Bristol 10 Steps Workshop being run by Chris Smith down there. Chris is an awesome guy. He knows his onions, and he's a really, really nice guy. And I know that Jude, Mariella, Trudy, and the Welsh crew have been before down there. And I'm sure they're going to be going again this week on Sunday. I know Sean's down that neck of the woods, so hopefully Sean will be able to get along to that. Oh, Sean's coming up here. Fantastic, Sean. You're coming up here. Brilliant. A tip in for Harvey, says Jay. Thank you. Carla's going to Bristol. Fantastic. That's good to see. Wonderful. That Tiffin vibe, that always reminds me of a Carry On film. Tiffin, and I'm probably far too old for talking about Carry On films for most of you out there. But carry on up the Khyber. He goes on about tiffing, but now I'm waffling anyway, so move on, Hard. And company events, are these in your diary yet? If they're not, they should be. Okay, the company events, the showcases, a must get to. Wherever you're in the country, it doesn't matter where you are, whether you're the right north of Scotland, Land's End, over in Kent, on the south coast, wherever you are, you've got to get to the showcases. You've got to make the journey there. You've got to do what you do to get the showcases, because they really will help you with your business, with your growth. And again, for us all to get together, these are the times when we can all get together as a team, meet each other, get to know each other, and spend some time together that we would normally only do maybe electronically on Zooms and webinars and things. But these events, you've got to make the trip. You've got to get in your car, you've got to get on the coach, you've got to get on the train, however you want to get there, on your motorbike, on your push bike, on your skateboard, whatever you need to do to get there. Get it out, get on it, and get there. So 2nd of June, Cheltenham, 1st of September, the showcase, the Christmas one. So this is when we get the Christmas catalogue release. This is when we have our gala dinner, have a bit of a knees up. So the 1st of September is, you've got to be there. You've got to be there. Whatever you've got in your diary moment, cancel it, move it, change it. Be in Birmingham, the 1st of September. Okay, and that's it, guys. Next webinar is next week, 10th of April, short one tonight. So you can all get to bed earlier tonight, so you can be up bright and early and cracking on with business tomorrow. So thank you for being on. Well done to everybody who's been on tonight. Look forward to seeing you all soon. And yeah, have a fantastic end to the period. We've got what? Tuesday today, so Wednesday to 2 days, 48 hours still to get catalogues in and out, posting, to get orders through, to get to that next bonus level, to introduce new business partners to your business. There's still time to make a difference in period 4 and give you that momentum into period 5. So, right, guys, good night. See you all soon. See it done, and take care. Good night.